Thank you. Hello, how are you? School committee person here. Thank you. How are you? Nice truck. That's good. Walking this whole way?
Yeah. Do I look too old?
No, it's just hot out. I'm hot just standing here.
Well, enjoy the weekend.
You as well. Good. Good, how are you?
Keep Salute to our Veterans Committee. Welcome to our 6th annual Raynham Memorial Day Parade ceremony, and thank you for joining us here today. We would like to thank the Bridgewater and Tiffin Brass Society Band for their musical salute to our veterans, and our Raynham Middle School Chorus for their patriotic tribute this morning. I'd now like to call for the presentation of colors by the Marine Corps League Detachment from Easton. Raynham Selectman Joseph Pacheco will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Good morning. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now I'd ask for a moment of silence for all those who are not with us today. Thank you.
Miss Molly Karen, former Miss Taunton, and always Miss Raynham will now sing the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? We now have greetings from the Raynham Board of Selectmen, our Chairman, Marie Smith.
Good morning, everyone, and what a day for a parade this is. I am honored on behalf of the Board of Selectmen, Joe Pacheco, Pat Riley, myself, and everyone in town to welcome you to this glorious Memorial Day. To those who participated in marching, we say thank you. To all those who came to watch, we thank you, for what is a parade without spectators? I am also privileged to bring the greetings from the American Legion Auxiliary, the largest women's patriotic organization, nearly 1 million members strong, working daily for the benefits of our veterans. As we continue our day and go home to our barbecues and lawn chairs, let us not forget why we came here. Honor those who gave of their time in life to make all this possible. Those who fought the battle, some who returned, and those who did not. Remember those who are still prisoners of war, and the ones still accounted for, the missing in action, that someday they may all come home. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and may God bless you, and may God bless America.
From the State House, we have State Representative Angelo D'Amelia.
Thank you, everybody. I wanted to take a moment to thank everybody. Mic adjustment. But no, it is a tremendous honor to serve this community. It is a special community, and it seems like yesterday when we started this Memorial Day parade. It's just gotten larger and larger, but it does make me tremendously proud to come here and see the type of community we have that comes out to remember on Memorial Day. This is a special day because we honor the men and women that gave the ultimate sacrifice to protect and serve this country. So it is a lot different than other holidays we celebrate our military. It's just amazing to me that we have an all-volunteer military, and it's the strongest and greatest military in the entire world. I know we took a moment of silence already for a moment, but I would hope that you would all indulge me so I can call out a few of the most recent members of the military that made the ultimate sacrifice. So please take a moment to join me in a moment of silence for Corporal Brian Oliveri, U.S. Marine Corps, Raynham, who served in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Lance Corporal Kevin Preach, U.S. Marine Corps, Bridgewater, who served in Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. And Sergeant First Class Jared Monty, U.S. Army, Raynham, who passed while serving in Operation Enduring Freedom. So please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon with your families and friends, and remember our military, not only on this day, but every day. Thank you.
Our Bridgewater Raynham Regional High School Rainwater players also have a patriotic salute for our veterans.
I can't get away from
Thank you so much. We have so many talented young people in our community. Next, we have a proclamation. Raynham's Director of Veteran Services recently marked her one-year anniversary here in Raynham, and she is doing a wonderful job for our veterans. With a proclamation, here is Ms. Michaela Brito with Raynham's Project 351 Ambassador.
Good morning. I'd like to introduce Jaden Lavelle. He is an 8th grader at Raynham Middle School to read this year's proclamation.
Whereas, while the nation may still be recovering from the horrors of the Civil War, people in cities and towns across the country gathered to honor those Union and Confederate soldiers who had given their lives celebrating the first Decoration Day. And, whereas, after World War I, the nation came together again to honor those who had fallen in the service of their country. Renamed Memorial Day, the last Monday in May, is when people remember and honor the memory of all the men and women who fought and died in all American wars and conflicts. And, whereas, throughout our country's history, thousands of Massachusetts citizens have fought in wars and conflicts to defend our safety and way of life. And whereas, the legacy of patriotism and dedication to country is an inspiration to all Americans. And whereas, it is appropriate that all Massachusetts citizens remember the bravery of those who gave their lives so that their sacrifices serve as a reminder of the cost of our freedom. Now, therefore, I, Charles D. Baker, Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, do hereby proclaim May 28, 2018 to be Memorial Day.
Thank you, Jaden. Great job. RAVE's original intent for our Salute to Veterans Committee has remained the same as it was in the beginning, not only to bring our town together to remember our fallen heroes and show our respect for all who have in the past and who today wear the uniform of our armed forces, but also to demonstrate to our children, young boys and girls, and young men and women in our schools the true meaning of our patriotic holidays, whether we're talking about Veterans Day or Memorial Day, and help foster in them a love of country and of community. With all of your help, we cannot help but succeed in that endeavor. So let us remember those and all of those who have given their lives in service to these United States of America, as well as those who still today put their lives on the line to ensure that we can live in peace and freedom. And let us remember the words of Charles M. Province, who in his poem, It is the Soldier, reminds us that it is the soldier, not the minister, who has given us freedom of religion. It is the soldier, not the reporter, who has given us freedom of the press. It is the soldier, not the poet, who has given us the freedom of speech. It is the soldier, not the campus organizer, who has given us freedom to protest. It is the soldier, not the lawyer, who has given us the right to a fair trial. It is the soldier, not the politician, who has given us the right to vote. It is the soldier who salutes the flag, who serves beneath the flag, and whose coffin is draped by the flag, who allows the protester to burn the flag. And if I could add, it is the soldier and all of our veterans and members of the military who we need to keep in our thoughts and prayers on this Memorial Day and every day going forward. It is my pleasure now to introduce our next speaker, our Superintendent of the Bridgewater-Raynham Regional School District, Mr. Derek Swenson.
Thank you, Pat. As the proud superintendent of the Bridgewater-Raynham School District and a resident of the wonderful town of Raynham, I'm honored and privileged to stand before you, everyone in attendance this morning, to welcome you to this honorable event. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our dignitaries in attendance this morning, State Representative Angela D'Amelia, Raynham Selectman Ms. Marie Smith, Ms. Patricia Riley, Mr. Joseph Pacheco, and Bridgewater-Raynham Regional School District Committee Chair, Dr. Susan Kriwandowski. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge all of the members of the RAVE Memorial Day Parade for planning such a wonderful event. Your unending hard work and dedication does not go unrecognized. Most importantly, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of the veterans for taking time with us today and helping educate our community in future generations in regard to the true meaning and the importance of the remembrance of Memorial Day. We are so fortunate to have members of veterans from all branches of our great country's military today. Please know that we appreciate all the sacrifices that you have made as means of providing this great country with the liberties we enjoy each and every day. I come from a family of a strong military background. Growing up, I was often reminded that it is ordinary people like those in my family and all of the veterans here today who served our country in extraordinary ways as means of ensuring that all Americans can pursue the freedoms and happinesses that our founding fathers envisioned. Through their service, they have helped keep America strong for almost 2.5 centuries. As Americans, we set aside Memorial Day each year as a day of reflect and remember those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Each year, our humble words on Memorial Day can never truly do justice to the sacrifices that our veterans, especially those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, have made. We know we can never repay the debt, but still we try to because their sacrifices should be in our hearts each and every day. On Memorial Day, I ask that we not only recognize our veterans, but more importantly, celebrate them. Life is our greatest classroom. With that being said, I ask that all of the students in attendance here this morning learn from the example set forth by our veterans. Like our veterans, always be proud of this great country. Like our veterans, always be kind and care for your fellow man. And like our veterans, especially those who have made the ultimate sacrifice to our great country, always do the right thing, even when the right thing is the most difficult thing to do. Once again, thank you to all of our veterans and all that you have endured to ensure our safety and freedoms. Please know that your efforts never go unrecognized. God bless Raynham, God bless America, and God bless all those who have served and defended her. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. Our next speaker is American Legion Post 405 Commander Kevin Carney. American Legion Post 405 has been our partners in our Memorial Day celebration from the very beginning.
Greetings from 405. If you notice on my left label, there's a red poppy. In 1982, Moyna Michael created the red poppy. The tradition of wearing a poppy dates back to 1920, where it became the memorial flower of the American Legion. The red poppy came to symbolize the blood shed by those who fought and those who continued to fight our country following World War I. It was popularized by the publication of the wartime poem in Flanders Field, written by Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae, M.D., while serving in the front lines in World War I. The poem honors soldiers killed in battle. American Legion led the charge of having Congress designate the Friday before Memorial Day as National Poppy Day, a tradition found in many countries around the world. National Poppy Day encourages all Americans to wear a red poppy to honor the fallen and support the living heroes who have worn our nation's uniform. In closing, I'm going to recite In Flanders Field by John McCrae. In Flanders Field the poppies blow, beneath the crosses row to row. That marked our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly. Sacred herd amid the guns below, we are the dead shot days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If we break faith with us who died, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields. Reflections, 405.
Thank you so much. In a moment, we're going to have the ceremonial final salute to a soldier with taps by the Bridgewater Antiphonal Brass Society Band, flag folding by the 772nd Army National Guard Unit, and narration by Army Sergeant First Class Chris Buckley. But I would like to take a moment to thank our rave organizing committee, especially Sandy Leahy, our rave coordinator Becky George, our past coordinator Kim Dolan, Lisa McCoy, Kara Peters, Becky Mello, and everyone who's turned out to help us today, those who participated in the parade. And on behalf of the organizing committee, we wish to thank you for joining us for our annual Memorial Day salute to our veterans and members of the military. May they know that our thoughts and prayers are with them and their family members, especially on this day, but also on every day of the year. We truly appreciate the sacrifices they have made and continue to make on behalf of these, our United States of America, and all of us. And now we'll have the ceremonial final salute.
The rendering of military honors is a way to show the nation's deep gratitude to those who in times of war and peace have faithfully defended our country. This ceremonial paying of respects is the final demonstration a grateful nation can provide to the veteran's family. The bugle calls, taps, originated in the Civil War with the Army of the Potomac, Union Army Brigadier General Daniel Butterfield. Didn't like the bugle call that signaled soldiers in the camp to put out the lights and to go to sleep. And it worked out the melody of taps with his brigade bugler, Private Oliver Wilcox Norton. The call later came into another use as a figurative call to the sleep of death for soldiers. The flag folding ceremony represents the same religious principles on which our great country was originally founded. The portion of the flag denoting honor is the canton of blue containing the stars representing states our veterans served in uniform. The canton field of blue dresses from left to right and inverted only when draped as a pall on the casket of a veteran who has served our country honorably in uniform. When the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us of our national motto, "In God We Trust." As the flag is folded, for each fold, I recite the following. Fold 1. The 13 stripes represent the original states: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, New York, North Carolina, and Rhode Island. Fold 2. The 50 stars represent our 50 United States of America. Fold 3. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death. Patrick Henry. Fold 4. These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier, and sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of their country, but he that stands it now deserves the love and thanks of men and women. Thomas Paine, Fold 5. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. They are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Declaration of Independence. Fold 6. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. To ordain and establish the Constitution of the United States of America, the U.S. Constitution. Fold 7. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise therefore, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people peacefully to assemble and petition the government for a redress of grievances. The First Amendment. Fold 8. The basis of our political system is the right of people to make and to alter their constitutions of government. George Washington. Fold 9. My God, how little do my countrymen know what precious blessings they have in possession of, and which no other people on earth enjoy. Thomas Jefferson. fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equally. Abraham Lincoln. Fold 11. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse to your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Emma Lazarus, inscription on the Statue of Liberty. Fold 12. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Fold 13. I have a dream that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Martin Luther King, Jr. After the flag is completely folded and tucked in, it has the appearance of a cocked hat, ever reminding us of the soldiers who have served under General George Washington and the sailors and Marines who served under Captain John Paul Jones and were followed by their comrades and shipmates in the U.S. Armed Forces, preserving for us rights, privileges, and freedoms we enjoy today. The folded flag is presented as a keepsake to the next of kin or an appropriate family member. On behalf of the President of the United States of America and the United States Army and a grateful nation, please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your loved ones' honor and faithful service. The end.
This concludes our Memorial Day tribute. Thank you so much for coming. Again, thank you to everyone that participated, especially our Raynham Fire Department Honor Guard, Fire Chief Jim Janis, our Police Department, and our retired Police Chief Peter King, who helps coordinate all of this. Thank you so much.